care what nobody say. I feel like men that ain't got no kids, they be the problem. Because y'all be sitting up all day, every day, trying to talk down on single moms and trying to bash them and trying to make it seem like don't nobody want no single mom, because y'all are frustrated about the fact that these chicks with no kids don't want y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't pull your preference, you cannot take out your frustration on all women. It's not single mom's fault that your preference don't want you. If the chicks you want don't want you, that's a personal issue. You need to stop trying to take that out on everybody else. And y'all be wanting single moms to be bitter and not to have nobody because y'all mad about the fact that they never chose you. Like, your mindset is unhealed. It's plenty of people out here that have kids. That's a normal part of life. Just because you're not going to date a single mom, or just because, you know, they didn't choose you first, does not mean that they're going to be bitter and have a miserable life just because you're mad that they didn't choose you first. That's weird. Like, you just want these women to be miserable and not have nobody because you're mad because they never chose you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's unhealed. Go level up and get your stuff together and find you a chick that ain't got no kids. Go meet the women expectations so that you can actually pull your preference and stop trying to get a whole bunch of men, weird men, to agree with you so you can feel some type of way about the fact that you're unhealed, that these women have never chose you. Like, y'all are weird. You don't have to date a single mom.
So, she's saying that a lot of these guys are mad at single mothers because the woman that they want that don't have kids don't give them the time of day or don't choose them. Here's my question. Are we too harsh? Are men, is Anton, is men in general that speak on it, are we too hard on single mothers? I'm going to start with Carrie. I started with Mika. I started with Molly on the previous questions. I'm going to start with Carrie. Are men too hard on single mothers? That's my question.
I think that some of y'all can be when you're talking. Like, sometimes the impression, it does come across like, wrap it up, girl. Like, you don't stand a chance. Like, you ain't never gonna find nobody. But in general, no, I don't think that men are hard on them in general. I think they're being honest. So there's a fine line to me between the sting of realness versus like, ouch, you really came for me with how you said that. So, because even when Kevin was talking, well, he wasn't really talking about, he was more so talking about single older women than women with kids, when he was like, get a dog and die alone, right? He wasn't completely talking about women with kids. So, yeah. And then, Anton, sometimes when you're like, go back to, like, you need to go back to to the man who you had kids with. Meanwhile, they baby daddy is married with a whole new family, so it's kind of like, dag, I really have no options.
It's not true. Their baby daddy be right there waiting for them in a lot of instances.
But I don't think that men are mad. Like, I've never seen a video of a man talking about it where he's mad. I think she's more triggered from hearing the conversations about it.
Okay.
So.
She definitely seemed triggered. It took me a minute to kind of understand what she was talking about. I was lost for a minute.
You said she seemed triggered, Molly?
Yeah, she was upset. And it kind of took me a minute, like, what exactly is she talking about? But she was just generally talking about men who talk down on single moms, right? Okay.
Yep.
Just trying to make sure I'm
You
understanding.
were saying that men that talk negatively about single mothers are often at times just as mad because the woman that they want that's not a single mother don't want them.
The woman
that they want. So let's say you want a woman. I want a woman, and she doesn't have children, and she's single, but she don't necessarily want me. And so as a result, I usually take my frustration out on other women that are single mothers that do want me, but that I don't qualify for the other type of women that don't. And so I
okay.
need to level up, but I haven't leveled up.
So essentially, this is like the biggest reverse psychology ever.
Thank you. Thank you. That motherfucker projecting like a motherfucker.
Yes, it wasn't making sense. I'm like, is
Nobody
this her
doing
situation?
that shit.
All I do is play the video.
Because she
Jesus.
said, she's essentially saying that they didn't want him because he wasn't good enough for them, even though now they're single mothers. And then the women that don't have children don't want them, and now they're mad. So essentially, everybody's too good for them.
Mm. Well,
Everybody's too good for
well,
those.
here's the question, Omi.
Nobody wants them.
Here's the question: Are we too hard on single mothers in a general sense?
I
You
feel like
know,
in 2025, probably it's time to start talking about something else because men are still having sex with single mothers. Men are still creating single mother households.
Oh, no. Listen, Molly. I don't think
So,
that
I mean,
that anybody is complaining about having sex with them. I
so,
think that
right.
what they're
So,
saying is that they don't want to. I mean, I don't think that guys are saying that single mothers aren't a good time.
but they don't deserve anything outside of somebody to have sex with them.
I'm no. Listen, me personally, I'm not advocating for anything. I'm just talking about the sentiment of what guys are doing out here. They think that a single mother can be a good time, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they want to be. It's not the woman; it's the fact that her situation is fucked up, and
Right.
they don't want to be stepfathers.
So why waste your time on a single mom anyway? Why give it the energy? Why talk about
Is
it?
she a good
I feel like
time?
it takes, but it takes away the focus from women who don't have children. And then they
No.
probably will
You
get those single moms pregnant and it
three
repeats.
things could be true at the same time. It doesn't mean that the hunt is off.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If you guys are not you guys, but if men are still going to pursue single mothers, why even talk about it
This the thing.
anymore at this point on the internet? Because it's not stopping anything.
This the thing. We not showing
Like
them.
shaming single mothers, but still being willing to sleep with them, I think is just it gives women
Mm,
a confusing
mm.
mindset.
No, no.
Y'all are still encouraging the behavior by sleeping with them.
No. You can't do that, Molly.
No, no, no.
Can't do
This
that.
is just my perspective based off of social media.
Yeah, but well, okay. Well, they can't do that. I'm not going to even use you. They can't do that because the thing is, in order for it's not like sex is just a one-way thing. Both have to be participants. That's the problem. She's still sleeping with them men too, knowing that she got obligations that this man doesn't have to deal with.
yeah, but the
That's the
So
difference
why
is,
would
thing.
he
But
deal
if
with
she's
it then?
the
Go,
difference
He
is,
go,
not
go
dealing
find
with
the
it.
women that don't have kids and take the focus off the single
Wait.
moms.
That's the thing. They ain't take
Because
the
it is
focus
like,
off.
what are y'all, not y'all,
No,
but
no,
what
no,
are
no,
men
no,
so
no.
mad about?
No. Nobody's mad. The focus is not off of women that don't have kids. The woman with kids is just a side. That's a side dish.
why?
But y'all
Why are
can't be
you?
mad at them if they're still an option,
Nobody's
though.
mad. Who's mad at a
The,
single
the
mom?
internet talking points.
Yeah,
Internet
no. Nobody's mad
talking
at a
points.
single mom. That she's mad. She's mad because she made bad decisions, and now she a buzz down. That's all it is. She a buzz down. She didn't make the right decisions. Now she a buzz down.
I will say that it is much more difficult to deal with a single woman that doesn't have kids than it is to deal with a single woman that does have kids.
And why is that? I'm just curious. Because
I
it
said it
seemed
on
like
here
she would
before.
have like women without kids would be more available.
Oh no,
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 no. I'm
no.
not saying that they're not available. I'm saying that it's much more difficult to deal with them.
I said it on here before. So like just like women, they say they want a man to come a certain type of way. Well, I need a woman to come a certain type of way. And if I say, yo, I'm gonna pick you up at this time, I don't want to hear. I gotta get a babysitter. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And
right. So
Okay,
just
so
talk
and
to
that
a
I'll give
woman
you an
with no
example,
and
children.
Molly.
that's
I'll
and
give you
that
an example, Molly. It's much more difficult. It's much easier for you to tell a man that don't have resources what to do. The fuck you going? Where you gonna go, nigga? To tell a nigga that got an incredible amount of resources what to do, that shit not happening. It's not the same. You know, it's not the same. I don't know if that resonate.
Why would a woman want to tell a man what to do?
that's
Um,
a control.
yeah, you can't control a man that has options. That has and when I say options, I'm saying that if you tell him to leave, that shit don't really make no. You ain't hurt, nigga. Okay,
So the woman with no
But
kids has more
what does that do with
leverage.
the women with
100%.
kids versus not?
Because a woman without kids, inherently on the market has more value
Well, it
than the
depends
woman
on
with
how she moves.
So then why would the man without kids or with more resources want to be dealing with her in any capacity then?
because she's a
Why would
good time. It doesn't mean that she's not a great time, and it doesn't mean that she's not. Listen, she is more humble. She is more willing. She is a better. She is a better. She got to go home. All of that shit. The problem is they got kids.
so y'all taking advantage of them? So back to Molly. So
Women,
Molly's point is
No, I
is
mean, I'm
valid
telling. Do you
then.
want to know the truth or no?
But to Molly's point, then guys who operate like that are perpetuating it.
No, that's not
No,
true.
no, because you have to have discernment as a woman.
you have
Everybody
to
has
what?
everybody has to
Not
have
if
their
you're
own.
But not every woman has discernment. Some of
No,
us are
no,
slow.
well, and
no.
let's
You
also
cannot
let
listen.
Clearly.
Wait. You can't say that. Everybody has to exercise discernment.
No, some men seek out autistic women and have sex with them because it's easier. This nah, Slimmy. I'm sorry. We gotta
well
be for
and some
real in
men
real
play
life.
and some men are not
I'm
forthcoming
sorry.
and they're playing on the very thing you described, Anton, the humility, the good time, the what else did you say about her?
Oh,
She's
Jesus.
what else you say? She's understanding or something like that. Like men will probably play on that, I'm sure.
It's not about playing on
Where's
it. You
Slimmy
an
go?
adult. You an adult.
Man,
No, what? No,
I'm not on that.
you're an adult, but you can act as if you feel one way when you really don't in order to get what you want, and she's believing it.
Okay. All right.
Because I'm sure
Let me,
some of
no,
these
no, no, no,
single
no, 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 no,
moms,
no, 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 no. Let me break it down like this, Carrie. You're making this overly complicated.
I'm not.
You don't know. You haven't heard me break it down yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Tell
So
me.
let's assume that you're dealing with a girl that um, is in a relationship, for example, right? Let's say you're dealing with a chick that's in a relationship. Guess what? You don't have to worry about her calling you late at night. Let's say you're dealing with, on the flip side, a woman that's not in a relationship that's totally available to you. She's going to want more of your time and to nurture, and she's going to want to talk and build a relationship and all of this extra shit. You see the difference?
Okay, but give me that example with the single mom thing.
Okay. With the single mom, she's more, because life has kind of kicked her ass a little bit and she's been through some shit and she know that she really wants to, her time is more limited and all of this other type of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
She tends to be more agreeable. She's all of that type of stuff when it comes to whatever it is that she's dealing with. She's very intent. She's a lot more intentional, right?
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that if she's dealing with a guy, even if it's just some casual type stuff and it doesn't have to be something that's serious, then she's, very much definitive in her thinking or her decision making or whatever. Whereas a woman that could be just single is very much laissez faire. You know what I'm saying? Like she could have a whole lot of other dudes and all of this. It's a lot more complicated, I think, for guys dealing with a woman. If you dealing with a woman that is completely single with no kids, but you're talking to her, you kind of got to make a decision with her. In a lot of instances, you have to make a decision about her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand that, and so, but that kind of leads into what I was saying, which I think is a part of what Molly hit on, because I would think that chances are that woman with the kids, the man is not like, look, I like spending time with you, but don't get it twisted. I will never go further than this with you. Like, you are specifically here to be my good time. I would be willing to bet that a lot of these men are playing into the dynamic of how it is, such that she's thinking, now maybe she's not thinking y'all gonna get married, but she's probably not thinking that all she'll ever be is his little side piece of booty.
No, I
Like,
think that guys are
and
very much upfront, especially if you are a guy that don't have no baggage and stuff like that. I think that guys are upfront, but a lot of times women get involved with men looking to change them. So
that exists too. I agree.
he'll establish what it is up front. So it's not like she coming into it a disillusion, but either she'll try to change them or she'll fall in love. And I
But
think
it's
a lot of guys also have to check that shit at the door. A lot of times they have to reestablish what this is. Hey, wait. You're not, you know what I'm saying? On some like, you're not falling in love, are you?
Okay, and how, if I know we don't know, but would you say that most men check it at the door, or half, or a little bit of men check that at the door?
No, I don't think that everybody checks it at the door.
Sometimes it's
So
just an unspoken thing.
Yeah.
no,
it
it's but
Most
that,
just
most
go.
times it's unspoken. It's just like, yeah, you know what I'm here for.
But that's why you saying using discernment. If you're not checking it at the door, and you're
No. I'm
playing
saying
into
throughout
how
the
I am,
relationship. Like, let's say,
I'm
for
just
example, she starts to catch feelings and you check that shit at the door when you realize that she's
Yeah.
starting to catch feelings. That type of checking it at the door.
So for a while, you know, you just kicking it.
What does that mean?
You just you just kicking it, and then all of it. Then you when you start seeing changes, you just like, hey, hold on, we just having fun, right?
but that doesn't make any sense. It sounds like for me as a woman, it
Uh,
sounds like you guys are arguing for single moms and against women with children. It's like
How?
women
no,
without
no, no,
children.
no.
How does it
It's
sound
like
like
when
that?
well, because it seems for me, the way my brain is comprehending it as a woman, it's like women without kids are a little bit harder to obtain. So it's like, let me deal with a single mom and wait for this woman without kids to become a single
Nope.
mom so I could
Nope.
deal with her.
Huh?
Nope. I don't think that
I'm gonna need
guys
you to use your logic like a man, not like a woman. Then no, this is
I
fucking.
don't think that
But
This is
guys are
fucking.
looking at it that deep. I just
it's
think
like
No.
creating a cycle to me.
no, I don't.
Well,
I just think that it's a
it,
lot more to deal with a woman um that don't have any attachments versus a woman that do have some attachments. So
Right. So you deal with the woman with the kids because it's easier.
no, you just
And
dealing
she's
with them.
getting the time and the attention, and the woman without the kids is
No. You
y'all
just
are waiting
dealing with
on
her.
somebody else to get her pregnant.
No, you just dealing with her in a general
but
sense. Guys
but
are
then
a
the
lot of times are just casual.
and then the
But
woman
that's a
with
waste of
the single,
time.
and then the
That's not even
single
what you want.
mom, and then the single mom goes onto YouTube and sees these very same men who kick it with them on the side, tell them that they have no hope at being with somebody and finding a husband. So
You can
I can
tell. You
see.
can listen.
But really,
Let
I'm
neither
just
me
do
say
the
saying
this.
I
women
can kind
without
of.
kids because they're
The,
too hard to
the
get.
fact of the matter is,
who's hard to get?
the
The
fact of
women
the matter
without
is,
kids, nobody wants
How?
them.
the fact of the matter
How?
is,
How are women
it
without
does
kids hard
not
to
take.
get?
That's like a rapper. That's like Snoop saying bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Do you think that that's gonna have limit any shortage of women that still want to mess with him?
No, I'm just saying I agree with what Molly was saying, that you got, like, in a sense it keeps it going. Like, why don't y'all, but
I
I guess
guess.
to
No.
the
We like
example of
listen,
Snoop,
listen,
you're gonna say
Carrie,
bitches ain't
Carrie.
shit, hoes, and you still gonna
We
want to go
like
kick it with a
you.
hoe.
We like you.
And
We like you. We love you. We adore you. We absolutely love spending time with you. But there's a reality check when you say, I need to check on my son.
To go be with the woman who doesn't have to check on her son because she doesn't have children. Why is that not an option?
It is an option.
I feel like leave the single moms for the men who want to be in relationships with those. And then if you don't want a single mom, why waste the time as a man?
Molly,
I
let me tell
that's
you
what
something. No, no, no,
I
no, no,
really
Molly,
Right,
Molly, Molly,
right.
Molly, Molly. You missing it. I can't believe you missing this.
no, I mean I get it, but as far as the broader picture
Let me tell you
and
what the
how is this
broader
a
picture is for most guys. And I'm not speaking for myself, I'm speaking for most guys. We want all of y'all.
yes.
Yeah,
We
what you
want
got
all
to
of y'all.
realize,
It doesn't mean it's not an either or.
Then don't then
It's a and.
the internet shouldn't talk down on single moms then
Then
because they're
stop
a
talking
no,
catch.
about
They
them.
no,
just
no,
have
no,
a
No,
no.
I'm
You can't,
listen,
child.
listen.
you
It's no
can't
point because y'all are
absolve
gonna
them.
sleep with them. That's what I'm saying. It's
You can't,
no
you
point. If
cannot,
shame you can't shame something and then go sleep with it.
Why can't
You
you?
can. You can do whatever you want,
you
but
can't
it's
absolve people from
No, no,
you're
from
no,
not
no.
teaching
See,
women
Molly,
a
you
lesson
mixing
though
it
by
up.
doing that.
You
Y'all aren't
mixing, you
reinforcing
mixing,
anything in these
you're
women's
mixing it up,
minds.
Molly. You're mixing it up. I can because I'm not. You see what I'm saying?
That's so
I
messed up.
what is it? Why is it messing up?
That's so messed up.
What is it messing up? So I can't, but see, I can hold you. I can say, hey, listen, don't deal with a single baby mama because I'm not going to ever deal with a single baby mama because I am in a position to make that assessment. I could say that.
But these men are saying it and they're still going to do it.
I
So
can't speak for everybody else.
yeah, that's the problem. I
But
think
you
that's
don't
the
sound
problem
like
that
you
I'm
think
seeing
there's
on the
anything
internet.
wrong with it. You don't sound like you
No, I
think
didn't
there's
say
anything
that. I
wrong with
said that
it.
I'm telling you what the reality of it is. I'm telling you what happened.
Do you think it's wrong?
Do I think what's wrong?
Do you think that it's wrong that the same men who are probably talking about the single baby mamas are going out and leading them on, sleeping with them, kicking it with them? Do you think that that's wrong or creating more confusion?
I don't think it's any more wrong than to see women say that guys are dusty, but they still fucking with them.
That's not what I asked you. I asked, do you think it's wrong?
Do I think what is wrong? I'm sorry, Beat, say
I
it
just
again.
no, you heard.